Lopez Liberty LLC. Claire Lopez, along with senior fellow at the America First Policy Institute and author of The Iran House, Kenneth Timmerman. Great to be with you both this morning. Claire, I want to start with you. President Trump says that he is low-keying it as far as his response to Iran and letting that economic pressure build on the regime. Do you think this is a good strategy?
Well, good to be with you, Tracy. Good morning. The Iranian regime obviously senses or believes that it senses weakness in our own U.S. positions, and that is why, they returned with that insulting long list of demands, capping it off by saying that the United States had to improve our behavior, and stop threatening and insulting Iran. In addition to that list that Mike Carter just laid out for us, essentially a surrender document. I'm not sure it's the best idea to let that regime persist in its impression that we are surrendering.
Yeah, and of course, Iran wants U.S. to end military action. They want to lift the naval blockade, remove sanctions, and also release frozen assets before reopening the Strait. Kenneth, let me ask you this. How should the U.S. respond? And does Iran have any leverage here to make these demands?
Well, look, Claire's right. This is just an outrageous list of demands. The Iranians are behaving as if they have won the war, as if they've been victorious. They're not. They have not won the war. We have won the war to stop Iran from becoming a nuclear weapons state. That was the primary goal of this war. We have won that. We've achieved it. Iran is not going to be able to get any of its nuclear assets out from those destroyed facilities. The one facility we didn't attack, which is being called Pickaxe Mountain, in Persian it's Koe Kalang or Mount Kalang, that facility is under watch. They cannot get to it. We have it. We can reach it with our bombers. We can reach it with special forces if need be. That may be where they're keeping their highly enriched uranium, but they will not be able to use it. So we have essentially achieved our main goal in the war. Now what remains is the Strait of Hormuz. The Iranians may be able to control it with a drone here, a drone there. They can stop shipping from going through. But the Saudis are building new pipelines. The Emiratis are building new pipelines. In 3 years from now, let's just say that this goes on for 3 years with this kind of tit for tat. The Iranians launch a drone and we respond. Let's just say it goes on for 3 years. In 3 years, there will be no need to go through the Strait of Hormuz. The Iranians will be controlling essentially an empty choke point that chokes nothing.
Yeah. Okay, Claire. Kenneth mentioned 3 years. He just threw out that timeline there. How long do you think this is going to continue on? And what do you think the United States should do here?
Well, as long as any elements of this regime, and it is an IRGC regime, remain in power, we're just seeing now the elevation of Mohsen Rezai to the Secretary of the National Security Council, Ahmed Vahidi, the commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. As long as any of those elements remain in power in Iran, it's not over, and it's nowhere near over. They are still committed, because of their ideological beliefs, the 12th Imam, and the necessity to bring on Armageddon with a nuclear bomb. They will continue trying to revive that nuclear program. Yes, as Ken says, at Pickaxe Mountain, we know there's activity going on there. Right now, it is thought that centrifuges are working down below. Maybe also some of that highly enriched uranium stored there as well. And also the ballistic missile program. They will continue working on that as the delivery system. We just heard one of their senior leadership figures say today directly that they are attempting to extend the range of their what would be ICBMs to 15,000 kilometers, enough to reach the U.S. homeland. So My point is that as long as this regime remains in power, it's not over, even though, yes, they are in dire economic straits.
All right, and we are going to leave it right there. Claire, Kenneth, great to be with you both and get your insights. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.